Sonny, get your story straight. You hear? She wasn't refused at Andrews. All right. They know that he knows he's not supposed to carry a COVID patient to Andrews. All right. She's booked at UE, and UE wasn't taking her. He passed every administration because he knew the midnight. He brought her in on the compound, jeopardized other baby mothers on the ward. That's the reason we asked him to take her. All right, because we couldn't jeopardize the rest of the baby mothers them on the ward because he knows what is happening to her. He booked her into UE to have her baby. We didn't refuse her. It's UE who had refused her. The doctor knows that she have the symptoms, I him tell the daughter and her cousin to carry her to UE, and then UE refused. And because it was coming down to 3 o'clock in the morning the other day, he bring her there 3 o'clock Friday morning to Andrews. Because them doctor, they just always, through them give them privilege, them can walk in, the nurses, them can't talk to them. Says the nurses report it. And when we reach our work yesterday morning, we see whole heap of people, the big heads, them are run up and down. And so we hear what is happening. Because the big heads, them said it can't stay there. We don't have the facility for it. Worse, the nurses, them don't have the protective gear for it. What now they have to do, we had about 20 baby mothers on the ward ready to who have baby and who was supposed to go home. They have to be now in a different ward to be isolated because they don't know what happened. So it don't make no sense to them say Andrews done anything. We couldn't keep her there. The doctor came in because them know the administration wasn't there. We don't even have a booking for that lady in the hospital. And he came in because through them big and bad, them always just pass and go up on the ward and the nurses them can't talk to them. And he went and put her there because UE wasn't taking her then. Which he shouldn't have put her in there because he knows she having the symptoms and put her with another lady. That's not good. That jeopardizes another lady.
No, Nick, listen. The thing is, Andrews
in the symptoms and put her with another lady. That's not good. That jeopardizes another lady.
No, Nick, listen. The thing is, Andrews said they will not take any COVID patient. So the government and Andrews went into an agreement for Andrews to shut down their personal hospital and take in government patients without the COVID because they are not equipped to deal with COVID patients. So on that basis, that's the agreement they signed. They signed the agreement for Andrews to take on the patients from KPH or from other government hospitals if they don't have any COVID-19. Now with that patient coming into the hospital, that's a breach of contract because that was never a part of their contract. Remember, said Andrews is a private hospital. They are not government. They're not a government entity, So for them to bring a government, it's not right. Them have all right to turn her back because of the truth. Or just the plain truth. Them already going on the contract to take on the patients them off of the ward them down here so them can make them turn into the COVID ward. So if you go carry a patient, especially from UE, you have to inform your staff. No, Nick, I don't say go, you can't just walk past security, walk past admit with patient gone up. Remember them even tell us that them never even planned for her, she wasn't even booked. She was not even booked. Put the behind her fridge and put it on, me soon come. She wasn't even booked. So yet the staff never prepared. So now you bring her in there now. You infect, look how much other people you infect. You can't do that. That's not fair.
Good day, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. This is Girls Connection, the World Connection. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also, click the notification bell to receive daily news updates locally and internationally. Cops now probing circumstances behind mother's death after childbirth. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has disclosed that the police have started an investigation to determine whether anyone with criminally negligent in relation to the tragic death of university graduate 26-year-old Jodian Fearon last Saturday, a day after she gave birth. Fearon died after being denied care at several private and public corporate area hospitals, including the Seventh-day Adventist-run Andrews Memorial Hospital in St. Andrew, where she was scheduled to have her baby delivered, seemingly over fear that she had coronavirus COVID-19. She eventually gave birth at the Spanish Town Hospital, but that was after she was also unable to access the Victoria Jubilee Hospital and the University Hospital of the West Indies. We must always remember our humanity. We cannot allow fear and panic to overtake good sense and professional duty, Holness declared as he addressed a digital press conference at Jamaica House on Monday evening. The Prime Minister said it appears that the duty of care that Fearon was entitled to was not executed. As such, he said the case must be fully investigated. He has also asked Attorney General Marlene Malahoo Fort to consider carefully the direction in which the investigations should go, while noting that administrative investigations are already underway. Even before the case is completed, I think the public sentiment of being totally appalled and being angry at the situation is very much justified, Holness stated. In the midst of crisis, no matter what the panic is, no matter what the fear is, we must all seek to protect lives, and a strong message has to be sent from all levels of government that this incident does not reflect on government's position. This is not something that we will in any way seek to have hidden, cover up, not thoroughly investigated, Holness added. The full force of the state and all its resources must be placed in ensuring that we get to the bottom of this issue, and those who are responsible must be held accounted, he continued. The Prime Minister said even at this early stage, from the information in the public domain so far, it appears that the duty of care that Fearon was entitled to was not executed. The case must be fully investigated. We must protect lives, he insisted. For his part, the Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said all the country is understandably upset about the incident. Tufton said that as soon as he received the news of Fearon's passing, he consulted with the key technocrats of the Ministry of the leadership of the hospitals that were involved. He said he asked for a thorough investigation at the level of the ministry. The minister said he has already received reports from 4 hospitals that are involved: Andrews Memorial, Victoria Jubilee, Spanish Town, and the UA. He said the country should hear more about the incident by Tuesday. For me, as the person leading the charge at the level of the University of Health and Wellness against the COVID-19 threat, this incident represents for me one of the saddest moments in the series of events, Tufton said. Fearon had reportedly made arrangements to have her baby delivered at Andrews Memorial Hospital, a prominent private health facility, but was ultimately transferred from the facility because she began to show symptoms of the respiratory disease. Reports are that only through frantic efforts from a senior gynecologist in private practice was she able to eventually give birth to her child at the Spanish Town Hospital. Unfortunately, while she successfully gave birth, Fearon died the next day at another of the 4 hospitals in question, to which she had been transferred after giving birth. This is Girls Connection, the World Connection. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you.
She died of cardiac arrest, and they tried everything they did. No, they said last night they didn't say all the time. And they said that me and my cousin couldn't leave the house until a certain time to get back the results. Anyways, the result didn't came back. This morning they called us and said she was negative. She didn't have corona. So she go through all of that, and she never have it. The shame. She probably was crying when she was dying. You would even understand how we feel. Right now, we have to try and move out the things out of the room and put it in my room because we don't want the baby in a fair room. And she leave a beautiful baby girl, 2 days old.
Andrews did not send away the patient. The patient came to me with pregnancy-induced hypertension, and I decided to deliver her at 37 weeks. And at the time, I didn't think she had COVID, and she came through, she passed the test and was entered in Andrews. But while she was there, she developed a fever, and everybody panicked that she's could be COVID, and they said that she coughed in the room. A patient beside her got very nervous and pandemonium. I mean, Andrews wanted her to go up to a place where in case anything happened, she could be monitored better.